First road trip of the season took the Nats to Cincinnati, then Atlanta. We're back. And a lot of things have happened, these two ball clubs, on a good side of the ledger since then. The Braves have been in first place. Now the Nats are by a half game. So it begs the question, FP, late May, half game apart, how big is this series? The Braves have already played 35 games in the division.
Well, I think it's a big series in the sense that you have the best offense in the National League and the Braves against the best starting rotation in the National League and the Nats. So when you talk about the Nats getting to first place, hey, it's a place they're familiar with. Yes. But it's been 57 days. April 3rd was the last time they were in first place, where they were 4-1. A lot of injuries. The boys worked real hard to get back to first place, so they should be proud.
All right, let's look at the tail of the tape. These are two heavyweight teams, not just in the East, but in the National League overall. The Nats are scoring runs. The Braves have had the highest batting average all year long. Both teams have good pitching. Washington probably gets the edge, and both bullpens are pretty solid.
Yeah, the Nats get the edge because they've won 6 in a row and 8 of 9. The Braves have lost 6 of 10. And I know the Nats are playing a good team for a change. They played some last place teams, but they got Juan Soto on their side. 10 straight road wins. They're playing well. The confidence is high, and there's going to be a big turnout here in this ballpark this weekend. It should be pretty intense.
They are expecting great crowds for the Nats and the Braves. By the way, the Nationals are 8-1 with Juan Soto in the lineup, so that stat's getting updated almost on a daily basis. Tanner Roark matched up against Sean Newcomb and the Braves the first time we were here back in April. He's gone 7 each of his last 3 starts and a total of 6 times all year. Good ERA, great opponent's batting average. How about some run support for Tanner Roark tonight? To you by PNC Bank. There's no better time to act than today, PNC. Make today the day. Happy Thursday to you. We're in Atlanta. First year for Blooper, but evidently he remembers Matt Adams and he's begging him to come back to Georgia. Sorry, Blooper, you can't have him. Right now the sky's mostly clear, a few clouds here and there. Weather hopefully staying off to the north of us. 85. It's a sizzler in hot Atlanta tonight. The Nats are 8th in the league in hitting, 5th in runs, and 1st in homers. Anthony Rendon over 300 his last 9 times out. He sits safely in 7 of those games with 11 hits, 270 career against Atlanta. And the Nats up and down the lineup have some pretty impressive numbers career against Braves pitching. Sean Newcomb, 24 years of age, 19 starts last year. NFP, it looks like after a bit of a slow start in April, he's settling in pretty nicely for them.
Yeah, Braves people telling us it's their best starter, so Nats up against it tonight. 6'5", 255. He's 5-1 with a 2.75. Last start, not the greatest on the 26 at Boston. Just 3 innings, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, 88 pitches in those 3 innings. So right-handers hitting 209, left-handers hitting 194. Base hits could be tough to come by tonight.
Out of the University of Hartford in Connecticut. And guess where Daniel Murphy and Brian Goodwin are tonight? They're in Hartford playing for Harrisburg.
There's a defense for the Braves behind Sean Newcomb, Tucker, and Ciarte Markakis, the outfield. Swanson, Albies, pretty good middle for the Braves. Camargo, Freeman at the corners, and Tyler Flowers doing the catching. There's Tyler. And there's Davey Martinez. And Brian Snitker.
Great organization guy. The Braves love playing for him. So these teams separated by a half game. 7:36 in Atlanta. Trey Turner steps in. 1 for 3 against this lefty. A little bit inside. Same pitchers that matched up on Monday, April 2nd here when the Nats beat the Braves 8-1. It was the first game of that series. Then Atlanta came back and won the next 2. Nats did the same thing to them in DC. 3-0. So Juan Soto back in the 5th spot tonight. Turner, Harper, Rendon, Reynolds 1 through 4. Missed on 4 in a row to one of the fastest guys in the game to start his evening.
So if you missed it yesterday, number 18 for Bryce, it was a 3-2 off-speed pitch up and away. Bryce just hit the tart of it and looked at it for a long time. Home run number 18, about 6 rows back. That was the only run until Juan Soto's 2 outs RBI.
And the last time Bryce swung the bat against Sean Newcomb, he hit a homer here in the 2nd inning on April 2nd. The Braves walked Bryce 4 times that night, 3 times after the home run.
First time ever he hasn't got booed here walking the plate just now. Ever.
Wow. Things a lot nicer here in the suburbs.
Well, he's getting closer to free agency. Maybe they want him.
Hi, Bryce.
Hey,
it's us.
It's nice in this new park.
So Bryce, career 2 hits against this lefty. Ball 6.
Yeah. Surprised Tyler Flowers hasn't cruised out there yet and said, hey, relax a little bit. Big series, young pitcher, 24 years old.
9-10 career. It's his 30th big league start.
They said he was a little uptight his last start. A guy from the Massachusetts area pitching at Fenway Park. Maybe a little uptight here against the Nats.
Ball 7.
Green light. He hasn't been near. It would be a bold green light. It'd also be 2-0 in 1 swing.
Upper part of the zone. And some Bryce got jammed and fought it off. Inside the numbers presented by PNC. So to the opposite field slugging percentage, a young man named Daniel Polka, who's making some noise with the White Sox, the only guy higher going oppo than Bryce Harper.
Tremendous accordion player.
I get it. I like it. And I have a story to go along with that. Turner running. It's ball 4. Our former Masson colleague Tom Paciorek did a couple of games for the White Sox about a week and a half ago, and he hit a homer and they played the polka music on the telecast as he rounded the bases.
Leia.
So here's Anthony Rendon.
I just think this series is pretty simple. The Brave offense ranks first in the National League with 278 runs, 509 hits, 264 average. The Nats starting rotation leads the National League with a 2.81 ERA.
So if the old adage, good pitching stops good hitting, everything's going to be fine.
You'd think.
Well, some early scoring would not hurt. Rendon, big gap left center. First pitch, it's high.
Yeah, and the Nats are where they're supposed to be right now. First place is where everybody picked them. It's still early, but how they got there, Carp, I think is awesome. When you talk about it's been 57 days, they haven't been there since April 3rd when they were 4-1, and all the injuries they've had to fight all the way back to get to where they're at right now shows you a lot about Davey Martinez's ball club.
Turner, a hesitation, then he went, and then the trail runner Harper steals second. So the Nats swipe 2. Trey Turner's 15th, and for Bryce Harper, his 5th.
Give Bryce credit. They weren't going for Trey. They put on a sign they're going for the trail runner. So Bryce, who we've watched all year long, really pays attention to Trey. He's not over there talking to Freddie Freeman. He's got his eyes on the lead runner. He got just as good a jump as Trey Turner and stole second base. And now Anthony Rendon has a chance to do some serious damage here with nobody out.
These are also the 2 best running teams in the National League. Nats first in steals with 42. Braves have 37.
4-pitch walk. He threw 4 balls to Bryce and now 3 to Rendon. So that's 11 balls and 2 strikes so far.
Anthony Rendon turning on one. Tucker, not a great fielder. Turner scores really easily, and the Nats on top. Anthony Rendon, RBI number 16.
Nicely manufactured. That's a high five right there. That got me really high. Sack fly. 1-0 Nats.
So here comes Mark Reynolds. He's faced Newcomb before. Last year against him, 2 for 4 with a solo home run, couple of walks.
Sean Newcomb has 0 rhythm right now. 0.
Breaking ball evidently got back to the zone. Dan Bellino, 11-year veteran behind the plate. Crew chief Tom Halyon's over at first, 29th year. Adam Hamari, second base. 18-year veteran Brian Knight at third. Steven Strasburg. He'll make his 29th career start against the Braves tomorrow night. Crew chief will have the plate. Tom Halyon, one of the best.
Didn't he have his first ever start?
Ah, he did more than rip the pages. He tore apart the whole library that night.
He's got the sprinkler finish on strike 3. Ed Breisler's, Steven Strasburg's first start.
Cool. 14 times he did it.
He's got the best strike 3 call in baseball. That'll be fun tomorrow night. See, it's like solving a puzzle, Carp. It's Strauss, Halyon. It's like a crossword up here. Trying to tell us something.
Yeah. Target in. Off speed. Reynolds taps it. Plenty of time for Newcomb over to Freddie Freeman. 2 outs. Now lefty lefty for Juan Soto. So the Nats get Tanner 1 run, but that's the problem. 1 run last 4 times out. They want more. Juan Soto put his minor league numbers and big league numbers together, and he's been running all season. And the Braves, after the 6th inning, they seem to be able to put rallies together. They had a miracle rally here in game 1 of a doubleheader Monday against the Mets. Big swing at a breaking ball. Soto 12 for 32 in 10 games, and he's had multi-hit games, 4 of them in his first 9 starts. This one skied out to center for Ender Inciarte. Nats won't get a hit, but they'll parlay 2 walks and a double steal into a Rendon sac fly. 1-0. Wilson, 673 a game. That's 7th in the National League. They have the highest hitting offense in the National League, 264. Also first in runs. Nick Markakis in the middle of everything right now. 24 multi-hit games. Ties him with Gene Segura for the major league lead. He's always up there in doubles, second. 395 on base percentage. As Nick Markakis ages, he seems like he's getting better, hitting behind Freddie Freeman. So here's Tanner Roark's 7-3 career. 20 games, 14 starts against Atlanta.
Well, you got your run, Tanner. Go get him. No decision last start on the 26th against Miami. 7 strong. Gave up 1 run on 4 hits. Struck out 5 Marlins. Threw 111 pitches last start. He's thrown at least 100 pitches in his last 7 starts, Carp. Trevor Bauer has the longest current streak. He's thrown over 111 straight starts.
Man, this guy's been an Iron Man. 7 innings 6 times this year. There's the swing back heater. And the first time he did it was April 2nd right here, a run on 4 hits. Took him 93 pitches that day. Inciarte is going to line 1 to left. He's been scuffling, but he's aboard here. And he's now 3 for 5 career against Tanner.
So 18 stolen bases aboard for the Braves. Nice little inside out swing. Ender Inciarte, a good low ball hitter. We've learned that through the years. And I got to keep him close because he'll run.
$18 out of 23. So he has half the Brave steals. Almost 18 of their 37. And then there's Ozzie Albies, who's off to some kind of start. Although nothing but singles lately, but his numbers, as you look at the big picture, pretty good. And the bunt just kind of slanted off to the left.
So the defense for the Nats behind Tanner, Soto, Taylor, Harper in your outfield. Turner, Defoe. We want to turn it to right now. Rendon and Reynolds at the corners picking it. And Pedro Severino catching the ball that Tanner Roark throws.
Severino 6 for 20. Catchers caught stealing. One. Albies 3 for 9 career against Roark. Nats have turned 43 double plays on the year. It's got to be at somebody to get this guy. That ball's driven deep, left center, Taylor, and a lot like Turner Field, this place has some big gaps, especially on that side of the ballpark. Next up is the hot Freddie Freeman, FP.
It's a nice yard. You know, every time we come here, it changes. It gets better every single time. The hotel's done in the outfield. Buildings are starting to pop up all around here.
That's quite a complex. They call it, what, the Battery up here? Hotels, office buildings, restaurants, clubs, ballpark, you name it, they've got it here. Freddie Freeman's on a 12-game hitting streak. He's also hitting .335 and the most prolific hitter in the league, getting on base at .434. During the streak, he's 19 for 49.
.38 hits in the month for Freddie Freeman.
Wow.
That's third most in the National League. The guy on deck has 41 hits this month.
2-0.
Yeah, that guy, 41 hits. That's second in the National League. Brandon Crawford has 42. He leads the league for the month of May. That's a lot of hits in a month. 41 knocks. Wow. Times that times 6. And your Ichiro.
Freddie Freeman against the Nats career, .327, 18 homers, 76 RBIs. He's .308 career against Roark. So everything up here. And on 3-0, he pops it up, but it's out of play.
See if they start Ender Inciarte here, 3-1.
Shift on. Runner holds, and Freeman gets under it. Right center for Harper. Early in the game, you've taken the lead. That's a big out. Markakis next. So Markakis steps in at .332, fourth highest batting average in the league. He brings the breaking ball in for a strike.
Or the third Atlanta Braves hitter with 41 hits in a month. Ralph Carr and some guy named Hank Aaron are the other two. It's pretty good, huh?
Unbelievable company for that. Any sentence mentioned with Mr. Aaron. Nick Markakis, 34 years of age now. He's a Georgia guy, born in Woodstock, Georgia. He's had 3 solid years here, and maybe off to his best start yet as a Brave, and it's 1-1. Wow, 20 RBIs in the month, 38 on the season. On the move is Inciarte. A bullet, but it's high. And he's still out. Turner pulls it down and tags Inciarte right on the foot as it came to the bag.
Now, what a throw by Pedro Severino. They're going to check it out. Walt Weiss, bench coach, is on the horn right now.
Said he's out.
I mean, great throw, but a great tag, too, by Trey Turner. He slapped that thing right on Ender Inciarte's foot. Watch the footwork over the top. There's no run on the throw. Watch a quick tag by Turner on the cleat. That was pretty. Hit second the next inning. It's one of the oldest sayings in baseball. 1-0 Nats. We go to the top of the second. Kickoff Pride Week on Tuesday, June 5th with Night Out at Nats Park. Nats take on the Rays. Tickets for Night Out include a donation to Team DC. Very cool when you purchase your ticket through our special ticket events page. Visit nationals.com. One of the best nights of the year at the ballpark. Night Out.
There's Michael A. Ball 1. So 23 pitches from Newcomb, 10 strikes. Taylor 0 for 2 against Sean. Michael A. Taylor hitting .313, 5 RBIs his last 9 games, and he's got the batting average over 200 and wants to keep building from here. Taylor Severino row arc 6, 7, 8.
So a little side note to this game that the Nats batting practice got air quotes rained out today.
Yeah, those are some really severe sprinkles we had.
Well, the radar showed us some moving in. The second group was hitting,
which is Bryce and a couple other guys.
We were all a little bummed because we wanted to see Bryce destroy the chop house in right field during batting practice today, but they put the tarp on and it didn't rain. And we're thinking it might go back to last year about something, but we won't talk about that. Anyways, half of the Nats batting practice got rained out.
I don't remember anything from last year.
I can't even believe the analyst brought it up.
You guys had to tell me Tom Hallion had Strasburg's game. I'm going to remember last year. Dansby Swanson for the first out, second inning. Severino next. Pedro had a knock his last time up in the 7th inning at Camden Yards last evening. Got him off the schneid for that series, so he was 1 for 7 against the O's. 268 career. Pardon me, that's Defoe. 296 career Severino against Atlanta. And Newcomb just drops that rolling curveball in there. Braves pitching staff 3.64 ERA, number 8 National League. Nats, in contrast, 3.21, best in the league, and the starters even better. Trying to plug the gap with one, and Inciarte can't get there. Severino now 2 consecutive hits. Great effort by their center fielder, had a long way to go.
Well, there goes the no-hitter, Pedro Severino. You got a cutter chasing the hands right off the label. Take it. Take a bunch of those. So make a great play. Get yourself a knock. Nicely done. Our StatCast is down tonight, just so you guys know, if you're looking for launch angles and stuff. That had a -4 launch angle, exit velocity 12 miles an hour, but it got the job done.
Like it a lot. 1-4 in the sacrifice. 10 in a row arcs, second this year. 29th of his big league career. And here's where the pitcher batting eighth really works well, because he was able to sacrifice after the 1-out hit. And now you've got Wilmer Defoe, who's been better from the right side this year, 250. At least most of the season he's been. Now lately he's warmed it up lefty and is over 260. But Wilmer, from this side of the plate where he's had fewer at bats, has held his own very well. 11 for 44. And a chance to add on early here. Curveball, yes.
Markakis can throw a little bit. He's accurate. And Inciarte's probably got the best arm out there. And you can definitely run on Preston Tucker, in case you're wondering.
The Nationals tonight are trying to win their 20th game in the month of May. It's already their best May ever at 19-6. And Defoe to right is going to hang up for Nick Markakis. Severino gets the first base hit, but the Nats have the first run.
Right-handers in there, and you know what Max does to right-handers. You're thinking, well, Max Scherzer, best pitcher in baseball, a lot of right-handers, struggling ball club, could be a special night. Well, you add the intangibles on top of everything, and it was 12 strikeouts, 1 walk, 8 innings, gave up just 2 hits, 1 to Chris Davis and 1 to Manny Machado. 111 pitches, 83 strikes. And then he tweeted this after the game: best part of having a DH tonight is that I can stay in the clubhouse and watch the Caps game while we hit hashtag all caps. And congratulations to the Washington Capitals. We were all watching last night, going nuts on the bus on the way to the airport, as they won their first ever Stanley Cup Finals game. It was awesome.
Number 150 for Max, and if you notice the timestamp, that was tweeted well after the game was over. 11:14, I believe it said. Nick Markakis was at the plate when Pedro Severino gunned down Ender Inciarte, ending the first inning. Hey, he can watch the ice capades if he pitches like that all the time. He can watch whatever he wants. Fair ball. Reynolds couldn't get it. We might have a play at second. That's going to slow down too much for Bryce to get there. Another double for Nick Markakis. He's kind of like Daniel Murphy in the respect that they're both doubles machines, and that's his 17th of the year, tied with Hosmer of San Diego for the league lead.
Pretty good effort by Mark Reynolds. We're going to change up from Tanner, possibly. It's hit too hard. So leadoff double for the Braves, and now Tanner trying to get Tyler Flowers not to advance Nick Markakis.
Tyler Flowers, solid season. This guy's always been a pretty good hitting catcher. 286 so far. He has a 6-game hitting streak going. Strike one. .240 career hitter, but his numbers in Atlanta have been .270, .281, and now .286. 1-1.
He's all kind of protective stuff on the left hand. Look at that. He's been hitting the hand before, obviously. He's got the padding all over. He's got the playbook on his left wrist for what he's catching.
A lot of info, a lot of protection.
A lot of stuff going on right there, with the tattoo included.
Remember Jeff Bagwell? He used to really jam the plate, get hit a lot. He was the first guy I ever saw that had the really huge padding on his right knuckles there, almost, I don't know what, twice the size of his hand, it seemed.
His hands were in the strike zone. He got hit a lot.
Yeah. Close, and it's 3-1. Flowers 0 for 5 career against Roark. Infielder shallow right side, deep left side, and Tanner's going to walk him. 2 on, nobody out. So Tanner's been off the stretch for all but 2 hitters here.
See those buttons by Dave Martinez? Those are managerial control buttons. It's a new thing here.
He's hitting all the right buttons, that's for sure.
The one that goes down that takes a guy out of the game. The one that goes up puts somebody in.
And the ones that go sideways, those are shifts.
You just press them. It's so easy to manage in the big leagues nowadays.
Hey, we laugh.
It's hard.
I hope it never gets to that.
Trust me, it's hard.
Johan Camargo has always hit well against the Nats. 389 career. Not a ton of ABs like a Freeman or a Markakis. But he's had success against Tanner, 4 for 7 with an RBI. Ground ball right at somebody, badly needed here. Camargo, just 24 years of age, been around for a while. He's from Panama. Signed with the Braves at the age of 16. 299 in his major league debut of 82 games last year. Good off speed, a beauty.
Well, you're wondering how analytics are affecting baseball, joking about the buttons. I saw this today. In 2016, there was 1,025 sacrifice bunts. Last year, 925. This year, only 261 so far. It pays for 850 sacrifice bunts. That'd be the lowest amount ever in the history of baseball. So if you're wondering maybe why the Braves aren't bunting right here, with runners on first and second. Analytics say don't give up outs early. You look at all the numbers, even up to 2009, how the sacrifice bunt is becoming a dinosaur in the game of baseball.
Ball driven to left, but slicing and foul down in that corner.
And what you get, Carp, on top of that is when you finally do ask a guy, say it's the 8th inning right now, first and second, nobody out, 1-0. They don't know how to do it. They do the couple token bunts in batting practice every day. Some players still work on it. It's part of their game, like an Ender Inciarte, Trey Turner works on it, Wilmer Defoe, pitchers obviously. But it's just how information is changing the way the game is played.
Right down the middle. Camargo might have been guessing and couldn't react to the fastball. Mercedes-Benz Roark, strikeout number 1.
Front hip piece started off the plate, came back. Front door fastball, whatever you want to call it. It was a beauty. First strikeout for Tanner tonight.
That's as good a movement as we've seen him have on that pitch all year. There's Preston Tucker, the left fielder. One for 3 against Roark. That's in the right field corner. Game's going to be tied. Markakis scores. Flowers to third. Took Bryce a while out there. Ball kind of stuck against the wall on him. And Preston Tucker, known for his bat, drives in his 21st run. All tied up.
Well, you remember the first series here to start the year. Preston Tucker was a thorn in the Nats side. He continues it here. It looked like a changeup from Tanner Roark. And if I remember right, he did well against the off-speed last time we were here. Might have had a Max Scherzer curveball and did some damage with it. Bryce just cruising over there because he knew Tyler Flowers was running. He wasn't going to score from first, so he took his time, made a nice throw. And in case you're wondering, Dansby Swanson just walked while we were showing you that.
Yeah, Tucker hit 2 home runs in that series. The one against Scherzer in the first inning. The day after he hit a first inning 3-run bomb up against A.J. Cole.
Both on curveballs, if my memory serves me correct.
Bases loaded for the pitcher, Sean Newcomb. He's 2 for 15. Career 3 for 42. Looking at his numbers, he's a pretty good bunter. 3 sacrifices this year and 9 in his first year and a half in the big leagues, and that curveball's for a strike. So the Braves have had 5 base runners out of their first 8 hitters. Fastball misses, 1-1.
Tanner's induced 7 double plays out of 21 attempts to right-handed hitters. But the manager and pitching coach would love one right here to a left-handed hitting pitcher.
Falls behind. Bouncer, Turner. Can they do it? No. Ball just hit too slowly. Braves lead 2-1 on Sean Newcomb's first career RBI.
Nice job of putting it in play.
Top of the order, Inciarte now. hit to left center. Here comes Soto. He's got it. Great jump. Straight to his left on a good read, and that saves the bigger inning. One 1-0 Nats on a Rendon sac fly. Experience the power and toughness of Ram at your local dealer or log on to ramtrucks.com to get to work. Guts, glory, Ram, and career numbers against the Braves. So Trey Turner, 9 homers. Bryce Harper, 21. Anthony Rendon has 7 to go with his 37 runs batted in. Rendon's not one of those I gotta grab a bat and be in the hole right away guys. He kind of gets to the bench, relaxes a little bit, and then he knows when he's got to get up and be that third hitter. First 2 innings for Sean Newcomb, 33 pitches, 19 strikes. Tanner Roark's at 33 over 17. We had the tail of the tape and trading punches early here. First time around the order, the Nats go 1 for 5 with 2 walks, a sacrifice fly, and a sacrifice bunt.
Tell you what, Juan Soto is showing everybody he's not just lumber. There's some leather to his game too.
Seems to get good jumps on balls.
Made a nice backhanded play in the gap the other night. Hit Trey Turner in the chest. Made a few diving plays out there and left and just preserved a big inning. And that was a nice play. Saved the run.
1-1 change up low to Turner. Trey walked on 4 pitches first time. And after Harper walked, they double Steele, went to third and second. That's well placed. Braves had him really played to pull. Trey's thinking about 2, and Inciarte knew it. He rounded first base by a good 30 feet or more.
A 12-game hitting streak now for Trey Turner.
Second at bat, by the way.
And he always gets hit a second at bat. But this was just a roller through the infield. The infield here is just a lot like Turner Field. It's fast. It's like a parking lot. And he's thinking, too, right out of the gate. I thought he was going to go for it. He almost ambushed Ender Inciarte, who's a Gold Glove center fielder. There's the hitting streak.
13 for 42 in the streak. So just like that, the tying runs on base and a threat to steal. Short lead for Trey, looking at the lefty. Trying to inch out some more. Got a lean going. And a foul tip by Harper. Yeah, you would think Nats a half game up on the Braves, they would just boo him as loud as they could. You could hear it downtown, but You're right. Nice and polite, the Braves fans to Bryce right now.
He's been Bruce Harper here for a long time. He's finally Bryce. He even got booed first trip in. This is the first time ever he has not been booed in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He could change that with one swing.
I hope he does.
I mean, you talk about a violent swing. And we were kind of speculating why he fouls a lot of pitches off. Watch the swing here. You talk about letting it eat. I mean, you can't swing much harder than Bryce Harper just did right there. He was trying to hit the Omni Hotel with that one. Pretty good balance, though, with the violent hack.
Target away. There goes Turner. Pitch up and in. No chance for Tyler Flowers. Trey Turner, 2 steals tonight. Now he has 16.
16. He's only been caught once. Got a good read on Newcomb. So Tim Bogart doing some homework, looking at video. Trey Turner probably doing the same. He had a key there. He saw it and he got a good jump.
And Tyler Flowers not getting much help from his pitchers these days. He's 1 for 10 throwing out or attempting to opposing base runners. Harper now with a count of 1-2 and a single to the outfield ties it up. Even up.
Bryce got a good uni working. Dirty. There it is.
Slid into second on that double steal.
Likes the new ballpark just a little bit.
And to the right side, that'll be a productive out. First out of the inning, and Turner to third. RBI guy coming up has already driven 1 in tonight. Well done by Bryce.
Yeah, with 2 strikes too. Hit the runner to third. Good baseball. They get some high fives in the dugout. Playing the game the right way. Nicely done.
Anthony Rendon, 16 RBIs after his first inning sac fly. That drove in Turner, hit it to left field.
Infield in here in the third. You better be quick. With Trey Turner on third, and we'll see if Dave Martinez goes contact play. Check it out.
Doesn't matter, does it? 2 hopper to Nick Markakis, and the game's tied. Anthony Rendon now sits safely in 8 of his last 10 games. And the RBIs are piling up for him as well. Remember the home run in Baltimore that got that series off to a great start.
Well, I have a friend who's battling cancer, and her name's Lisa Shapiro. It's her birthday today, and she got an Anthony Rendon bobblehead for her birthday, and Anthony's driven in both runs. So how about that?
Happy birthday. We're with you. Mark Reynolds, first pitch pop-up, hopes it gets out. Not much room here, and it does. There was an emotional evening in San Diego last night. Ted Leitner, over 30 years the radio voice of the Padres, has had to take a leave of absence from their ball club. He's fighting cancer, and he sent a message to the fans. The Pods went out and won a game for him last night. Our best to our good friend Ted Leitner out in San Diego. He's got a rough battle ahead. We hope to see him in the booth next year.
We will.
Reynolds, 2 for 5 career against the lefty Newcomb. Counts even, 2-2.
It's so funny, everywhere we go, we talk to broadcasters or people within the organization, they all say, I knew we should have got Mark Reynolds. He was out there. Darn it, I was thinking the same thing, and then the day you guys got him. I mean, that's 3 teams so far.
I don't think you're done hearing that.
Everywhere we go.
Mark Reynolds just took a little peek to the right side.
Yeah, he's got that.
Nobody over there. But there were 2 strikes. Popped up. Ozzie Albies, who was up the middle, comes over to get it.
All right, Nats pass. Nats games whenever you want, $65 in June. The Rays, Giants, Yankees, Orioles, Phillies are coming to town. So tons of baseball for just $65. It's a tremendous deal. Nats Pass available exclusively through MLB Ballpark app. So download that and start enjoying unlimited Nats baseball. They will be there.
Soto, fly ball to center first time. Couldn't stop his swing. In the division. Oh, go ahead.
Well, let's show you last night, Juan Soto. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball in the Nats dugout, and even though he's choked up, he still knocks it fair to drive in the 2nd run of the night. And we've seen a lot of cool things from Juan Soto early, and that might be the most impressive. His walk in the bottom of the 9th to lead it off was pretty impressive too for 19, being able to take pitches in a high-stress situation, but that one's right up there too. I mean, the obvious thing is he's got a great swing. He's got tremendous eye-hand coordination. He knows the strike zone he can hit. But it's the other little things you're seeing on a daily basis that people within the organization already know that we're getting to see for the first time. Hitting the cutoff man, diving plays, 2-strike approach, just the baseball IQ off the charts so far.
Pulls 1 foul.
I mean, anybody could say, oh, he's got a good swing. He plays. Look deeper. This guy can play baseball.
The cutoff in the outfield you mentioned, yeah. The on-target throw to Turner, making the play at home possible in Baltimore. All right, there's a 2-strike stance. Really on his feet here, on his legs. Going to chop one, and Freddie Freeman will just cut him off. That's it for the Nats in the top of the 2nd. But a Turner single and a steal turns into a tie with the Rendon RBI hit. Bottom 3 here, no better time to act than today. PNC make today the day. Harrisburg Senators played at Hartford, Connecticut today. None of our guys played in that game, but the updates, you can peruse the numbers. Make today the day at PNC Bank, and very soon it'll be the day for all 3 of those making it back from their rehabs.
to first line. They're playing the Hartford Whalers.
The Hartford Whalers.
There's the eject button, that orange thing, in case things get really weird down there. Might be the panic button too. Although I don't think there's any panic in Davey Martinez. I don't even think he knows what that word means.
Seems to me that managers have everything but the easy button, because it is not easy. Ozzie Albies fly ball to center first time. 1-1. Mets and Cubs scoreless 5th inning in New York tonight. Seth Lugo for the Mets, and the Phillies, Nola and Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw's back. 1-0 Phillies, 3rd inning at Dodger Stadium. Albies is going to get jammed into another fly ball. And Turner stopped. Soto was coming. He stopped. And had he thrown it in, they might have had the runner hung up. Halfway between first and second was Albies. Kind of got himself in no man's land. Goes as a base hit as we're into the early part of twilight time here.
That's just lack of communication. They both saw the ball. I mean, you have to communicate on this. And Juan Soto's looking at Trey Turner, and Trey saying you. But Juan's thinking Trey's going to come out and get it. Usually that's the outfielder's ball because he's coming in, shortstop's going out.
Freddie Freeman. Fly ball to right. First time up. Braves have 4 hits now. 2 walks, 1 intentional.
Yeah, that's one if you're in left field, you just come soaring in as fast as you can, screaming, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. And then all of a sudden the infielder peels off. So 2 guys that haven't worked a whole lot together, they'll figure it out. But that was in the air a long time, and at this level it's got to be caught. Tanner is sweating a lot out there tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, it's muggy here. Pitching close to home. Tanner and his family live here in the Atlanta area. Target was right on the outside edge, and Freeman went out to waste it, and then he catches the ball on the fly off the screen with his right hand. Looked like he's made that play before. Three fielders right side, and the curveball comes around, but it's low.
Front hip sinker right under the hands is where the tiny hole in Freddie Freeman's swing is.
Base hit. He got it between Reynolds and Defoe. He's digging for 2. A good throw gets him, but it short hops Turner. The runner will score from third. (3-2) Braves. They'll probably give him a double. He was going for it, and probably be Harper's first error of the year.
A sloppy ending all the way around. First the hit from Albies drops, and then Bryce Harper does a real nice job of getting over there, but as a shortstop you either got to back up or catch that in the air. But Trey Turner kind of just stood there and tried to pick the in-between hop, the short hop, and it kicked off his glove, and Albies able to score. A lot of times as a fielder, it's easy to say from way up here, game's moving slow, but you reach out and grab that in the air and then dive back onto the runner and tag him. If you stand there and you're judging that the ball's going to be a short hop, now you're making that play super difficult.
Double, no RBI, E9. Run back fastball for a strike to Markakis.
That's a tough error for Bryce, too.
It is.
He did everything right.
Markakis double, right field line first time. 1-1 pitch to him.
Tanner hasn't given up more than 6 hits in a start this year.
Kind of an odd game for him so far. 12 batters. He's only retired 5. There was a caught stealing in there. And he had Markakis way out ahead of that, 2-2. We'll start over with the runner looking in. And the walk. 2 on, nobody out. Catcher Tyler Flowers next. He walked after the Markakis double in the second. Tucker brought both of them home with 1 out on a double. Left side, Rendon, fantastic pick. Gets the only play he could, and a good stretch by Reynolds to finish off the 5-3.
Now, you're not going to see a better play than that all year by a third baseman. The infield here is like a rock. There's bad hops all over the place. Watch the quick hands of Anthony Rendon on a bad hop after he already left his feet to dive. Then he went to second base. No, I can't go there. Look at that hop. And look at him snag it, gets up, no, but I still got enough arm to go to first base, and a nice stretch by Mark Reynolds. Unbelievable play by Anthony Rendon. You don't know how hard it is to adjust once you're already mid-dive.
Yeah.
To flip your glove up like that, and to have the skill to do it, wow.
Here's Camargo, called out on strikes first time.
All that said, it still acted as good as a bunt, but he kept the run off the board for the time being.
Up the middle. Roark has it. They've got the runner hung up. So he throws to Rendon. who runs it down to Severino. They have two runners near the bag. Pedro tags out Freddie Freeman. So what happens is the Nats get a second out and the runners just trade places. Pretty good reaction though by Tanner Roark there.
Well, he can pick it. We know that. He's a tremendous athlete. Look at him get the glove down last second. Trey Turner was back there, but that would have still been a run. Freddie Freeman would have cruised home if that got by Tanner. And then we got a pickle. Big league pickle. Tag out Freddie. Trying to wiggle out of this thing with minimal damage.
1-5-2 fielder's choice. Preston Tucker. Double first time, right-handed hitting Swanson on deck. And at least for now, the Nats are going after Tucker. We'll see what the pitch selection is.
He had trouble with the high fastball, but that was in April. I haven't seen the Braves enough to know if that still stands.
Well, there's one, and he couldn't get over the top of it.
Early April?
That was real early. April 2nd, the Nats opened up here after the Cincinnati weekend.
Right around there. Right around the letters.
Popped him up. Rendon telling Soto he's got it. And a great job by Tanner Roark of limiting the damage to 1 run. Could have been much more. RAV4 Toyota. What drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Warm Thursday night in Atlanta. Braves at home 13-11. Nats on the road, a Major League best 20-8. SunTrust Park.
Right, check my radar after looking at those clouds. Wednesday, June 6th, enjoy some daytime baseball. Tampa Bay Rays, 105 start. First 25,000 fans receive an All-Star Game tote bag presented by MLB Network. Visit nationals.com for tickets. 25,000 tote bags that you could take to the beach. I'd tell you what it looks like, but I don't know. I bet you it's cool. We can use our imagination.
Michael A. Taylor, ground ball to short first time.
Good rip. Aggressive, confident swing. Michael A. Taylor starting to have a little better rhythm at the plate.
Off speed. Two hopper left side Camargo. Pedro Severino is next. Dropped one into left center. First time up. Second year in the big leagues, 19 starts last year. Bit of a rough April, including a game against the Nats. Real good in May. Overall record 5-1, 10th best ERA in the league, and the 6th best opponent's batting average, 2.75 and 2.07 respectively. And he went off speed on Severino 2-0.
White stripes when Pedro walked up. The Oregon player here is sneaky. We like to play the game with him. The song they played is Seven Nation Army for Severino, I think.
Yeah, we remember this guy's clever here.
That one, not so much.
Somebody tweeted he played New York when Harper came up first time. Come on, that's
not clever.
So here's Tanner. Sacrifice bunt first time up. They got Severino to second in the second, but Wilmer Defoe hit a fly ball to right to end that inning. Newcomb looking a lot more free and easy than he did earlier. As that piece said, he walked the first two guys. Took him a while to find any rhythm at all. 1-1. Cubs have a couple of runs at New York now, lead the Mets 2-0. New York 4.5 back in this crazy East. Tanner Roark up the middle to his left. Swanson pretty smooth, and then a big first baseman for the stretch. 1-2-3 inning, first one for either pitcher tonight. The Valor winner, that's a big deal. Bob Feller served our country in the middle of his big league career. Luke's Wings, an Orioles Military Sunday Suite supporter. Been around for a long time. All-Star 3 years ago. To Darren O'Day and all the rest of the major leaguers who do great things in honor of our military, we appreciate it.
Sweet stash, dude.
Swanson, Newcomb, Inciarte, bottom of the fourth. Tanner Roark, a long third inning, 20 pitches, but that was to 6 batters. And with his glove and some savvy pitching, he did a good job of wiggling out of a big-time jam.
Did a great job of staying calm when there was weird things going on behind him. That could have been a huge inning for a team that this year so far has taken advantage of mistakes. You talk about how many runs they've scored, where they rank in all these categories. 278 runs, leads the National League, and Tanner Roark did a nice job of holding him to just one last inning.
Dansby Swanson intentionally walked first time. And the heater right in there. '11th start for Roark. Rendon on the move. Some more hits, as FP noted, that we're used to seeing against Tanner, who came into this one with a 198 opponent's batting average, 4th best in the league, and on the road a 238 ERA, 9th best among National League pitchers.
A nice play, making it look easy. Strong throw on the money.
Newcomb, fielder's choice grounder, first time, a 6-4 for his first major league run batted in. Big curveball, a beauty. Second strikeout, 2 down here in the 4th. Washington area Toyota dealers helping children and their families by making a donation of $44 to the Children's Inn at the National Institutes of Health for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher. Nice night in Atlanta. Air kind of heavy. It's got that muggy feeling to it with some weather in the area, but none affecting us so far.
I've been told that the Weather Channel headquarters is right here.
Like real close by here?
Yeah, like walking distance, and I want to go. Jim Cantori's my idol, and he's so close right now.
I think they have a tornado simulator we could put you in.
You know I love severe weather.
You do.
Well, whether you work or not, your whole life is determined by the weather. You have a tendency to kind of get to know it a little bit.
That's true. Tanner Roark starting to spin some really good curveballs here. Inciarte, no chance right there.
Check out the 3rd time through numbers. Starting that right now.
Knocks it down. He's got time even with a quick runner. Tanner Roark, 2 good defensive plays tonight. He is a Gold Glove caliber guy in the mound. Now he's got a 1-2-3 inning.
Friday. Beautiful night for baseball here in Atlanta. It's brought to you by Dominion National, providing innovative, high-value dental and vision benefits to area employers and individuals. Smile, it's almost Friday.
Top of the 5th. Wilmer Defoe leads off after the Roark was retired, ending the 4th. 5 in a row now for Newcomb since Rendon's RBI hit, and Wilmer hit it hard, but right where Dansby Swanson was playing him. Bunch of ground ball outs here now for Newcomb. Top of the order, Turner and Harper the next two. Whole new ball game with RBI Baseball 18. Delivers an all-new franchise mode and much more. RBI Baseball available now. RBIGame.com, rated E for everyone. Trey, a walk, a single, 2 steals, 2 runs. So he's the engine making the offense go so far.
Juan Soto led off last night. Lefty today, so back in the 5 slot. But you wonder, based on what Trey Turner has done here tonight, if Davey Martinez thinks about leading him off again against a righty.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Fultonevich tomorrow night, hard throwing right-hander. We've already told you, if you were with us earlier, that it's Strasburg for the Nats tomorrow night. Gio and righty Brandon McCarthy, 4 o'clock Saturday, 1:30 Sunday. Hellickson, right-hander Anibal Sanchez. Trey Turner pops it up, and it's playable for Freddie Freeman. 2 outs in the 5th. And the Nats haven't hit a ball out of the infield since Rendon's single. Harper has walked, stolen a base, and bounced out to second, advancing Turner to third from where he scored on Anthony's hit.
Well, you wondered if they were recruiting him. They just played Georgia on My Mind as he walked to the plate. He hasn't got booed yet tonight. This is something new. Nats fans know every time we come here, he gets booed, not just like the token boo. No, they used to get after it, even first time in.
They booed him here like he was the Alabama quarterback.
Yeah.
0-1 to Bryce. Off speed, and he taps it. Newcomb comes to get it, and he's on a roll now, 8 in a row. This ball game's halfway over in Georgia. 3-2 Braves.
Oh wait, there they are. The Nats battle a pair of Bay teams from different coasts. Coming up, Tampa Bay Rays, San Francisco Giants visit Nats Park. That's the return to Buffalo, June 5th and 6th. Giants 8, 9, 10. Visit Nationals.com. Good homestand. We can't wait to see the boys in their white unis, and we can't wait to get home. How do you guys do it? I don't know. That is magic and your witches.
Synergy on Masson every night. Bottom 5, Ozzie Albies appeared to have flown out to start the third, but the ball fell between Soto and Turner. He ended up scoring later in the inning after a Freddie Freeman double. That's the difference in the game right now. And a 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
Might be swinging here.
Tanner missed 4 in a row and kept pulling it to that side of the plate. So Ozzie Albies on again in front of Freddie Freeman. That's Tanner Roark's third unintentional walk of the night.
He doesn't have his A+ stuff tonight, but he's fighting. You know, at least that's what you're getting from Tanner every 5th day at least, and he's been good all year.
Reynolds has it. Fair ball. Steps on the bag. Throws to Turner. So it's a 3-6-3. Different kind of double play. Very well played by Reynolds. And you've mentioned what a good athlete he is as far as being an infielder.
I've also mentioned that this infield has bad hops all over. There's another one. That day game on Sunday is not going to be fun for these guys. Watch this hop. Just kind of top spin, overspin. Reynolds reaches up, makes a nice play, and we got another big league pickle. Second pickle of the night. At the major league level, you usually don't get out of these. Good feed by Reynolds, good tag by Reynolds, good play by Reynolds. Score that 3-3 to 3 to 3 to 3 to 3 to 3.
Base is empty for Markakis. Nats' 44th double play of the year. That is some really good jammage. Serious, because the ball was fair. And he didn't break his bat. 3 batters. Here we go to the 6th.
Don't show so far. Let's check out his first at bat of the night. Little sac fly. Watch Anthony swing, watch Trey run. 1-0 Nationals. Next time up, base hit to right, watch Anthony swing, watch Trey jog. There's 2 runs for the Nats, and then watch Anthony rob Tyler Flowers of an RBI or 2. So by my math, Anthony Rendon is a +3 player. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you can save. Nationals box. And here comes the man we're talking about.
There's a long one to left. Hits the bottom of the wall. Back in comes Tucker with it, and Rendon, a 2-bagger. That thing needed just a little bit of backspin to get out of here. And Anthony Rendon's having quite a night.
Maybe a little too much topspin here, but he barreled this ball up. You see him kind of roll the wrist, quick swing. Sean Newcomb cannot figure out Anthony Rendon tonight. Played nicely off the wall by Preston Tucker. Rendon had to hustle into second. So a leadoff double here in the 6th. Game on.
That breaks a streak of 8 hitters in a row since Rendon last was in there. And here's Reynolds in a big spot. That ball was way inside, and he hit it down to the 3rd baseman. At second, Rendon, 1 out. Soto next.
It's time for Fios by Verizon Expo. Check out the leadoff double by Anthony Rendon. Head perfectly still. I mean, he must just see the ball like a volleyball. There's no movement in that head at all. 100% fiber optic network means more speed for more devices at once. Visit getfile.com today. And I'm pro mode out, folks. Let's play baseball.
Soto 0 for 2. Interesting, the outfield slightly plays him to pull despite the lefty-lefty matchup. So they're going to pound him inside. First pitch is low and away.
Mark Reynolds is usually good at moving runners. He can manipulate the baseball to the right side with the best of them. That was a peculiar at bat by him. You don't usually see him ground out to 3rd in that situation.
Mercedes-Benz. A lot of hooks.
Big Juan said that's a little bit high.
Takes it like a veteran. Tying run, second base, 1 out, 6th inning. Target is up, and Soto hits it high in the air. Tucker. 2 down. Rendon back to second. He's still there. Now it's up to Michael A, who's bounced out twice, pulling the ball. And by the way, I should have mentioned this earlier. Got an inquiry on Twitter. That run against Tanner in the 3rd inning was unearned. Had Albies not scored, runners would have been at 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. There was a walk and then 3 consecutive ground ball outs. So that run in the mind of the scorer, would not have scored had he been at third and not gone home on the error. So Roark 3 runs tonight, 2 earned. Taylor. Michael A, 5 RBIs, his last 9 games coming in. Looked like the home plate umpire went ahead and called it a strike. Dan Bellino behind the plate.
Boy, Swanson is standing right next to Camargo. I mean, if he hits anything close to Dansby's left, look, I mean, look at the middle.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's where they had Trey played when he singled where you're talking about back in the 3rd.
You can't steer it off the bat, but you can think it, and if a pitch kind of dictates that you can hit it there. And this infield's so fast, if he hits anything to Newcomb's right, I guess, it's a base hit.
Two, swing and a miss, inning over. Sean Newcomb reaching back for some high fastball heat. He's retired 11 of 12.
And now they're finding some holes tonight. Vic Markakis double in the 2nd. Then Preston Tucker's double in the 2nd. Quick infield here. We've talked about it all night. And the throw not handled at second base.
So lots of hits early against Tanner Roark. 5 in the first 3 innings. He has done a great job pitching out of trouble to keep this close. First the Braves within a run, then a second time to keep them from going up by 2 or more. So here we are, bottom of the 6th, and that's a curveball that just floats up and hits Tyler Flowers. '73rd pitch of the night.
Sweaty curveball. Tanner wiping his hand on his pants, his shirt, his hat. He's trying to get a grip.
5 out of 6 innings. Braves have had their leadoff man on. Just a little away, 2-0.
A little stretching going on, the Nats bullpen.
Ball slap. That's on a hop. That'll make it a double play. Wilmer Defoe stayed calm. Took the short hop, 4-6-3.
Might have done this on purpose. See if he backs up and plays this on a hop on purpose. Looked like it. Nice play. You saw Flowers going back to first, and you had time with Camargo running, so nicely done by Wilmer Defoe. And no panic by Tanner after the hit by pitch. He rolls a double play.
Yeah, for the second straight inning. Preston Tucker now. Tanner is due to bat second in the 7th. But as we showed you, the bullpen, nobody throwing. 1-run game. Tucker, the big blow of the night for Atlanta. The 1-out, 2-run double, second inning. The ball didn't appear to miss the strike zone by much, and it got away from Severino.
Pedro was probably thinking about hopping out there to field the bunt because Anthony Rendon's playing right up the middle. You better bunt it hard to get it by Tanner. He can really get off the mound if you're thinking about it.
Fastball up, busted bat, strike 1. Nice catch.
Had him played perfect. Nicely done, bat boy.
Well, you know, they do shifts for ball persons now.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, if he was really good, he wouldn't be wearing a helmet. Only bad defenders wear helmets. Although John Olerud wore a helmet, and he was pretty good.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get hit in the head.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson used to play with a guy who wore a helmet.
They played in Toronto and New York together. Said, hey, I played with a guy in Toronto last year that played first with a helmet. Same guy.
John Olerud said, that was me, Ricky. 2-1. Another ball slap foul as Roark's taking that curveball way inside on Preston Tucker. John Olerud came out of Washington State with a condition in his skull that dictated wearing a helmet at all times. And what a career and what a great hitter he was. 2-2. Fastball up. Roark picks off another one. He's made 3 good stops tonight, and he has picked his way into the Gold Glove race here in Atlanta tonight. We're going to the 7th in a 3-2 game. Anthony Rendon. And this is a game that could have totally slipped away from Tanner Roark. He kind of, you know, bowed his neck in that third inning or so and kept this close, and now it's a 3-2 game in the seventh.
Yeah, some weird stuff going on behind him, but that's Tanner. You know you're going to get that from him, a guy that's got the intangibles off the chart. And that's basically what he's pitching with tonight. Doesn't have his A-plus stuff. He's just battling out there. Fielding his position well has helped him as well. So a guy that hasn't had a lot of run support, looking for some points here, as the boys say in the dugout sometimes, facetiously.
Well, right now it's let's get some run. At least get this thing tied. Pedro Severino 1 for 2. Pretty good looking changeup from Sean Newton. A righty and a lefty. Peter Moylan, A.J. Minter. Hit hard, but right at the shortstop. Dansby Swanson, first out, top 7. So here comes Tanner Roark. I mean, in this day and age, a lot of starting pitchers automatically get pulled from the game when they're down by 1 run in the 7th. Not tonight.
Well, Davey Martinez wants him to get a W here. You know, he's had 4 no decisions in 10 starts. He's had some tough luck losses, so he wants to figure in a win here and hope they can get some runs across the board.
Yeah, and their pitchers due to bat second in the bottom of this inning, and Newcomb is at 88 pitches. Tanner's at 81. Looks like the Braves are onto something with this 24-year-old lefty. Brian Snitker has to like what he's seeing. Came in 2.75 ERA, 2.07 opponent's batting average. And Tanner Roark hit a 2-hopper in a big second hop. Ozzie Albies 2 down.
All right, June 8th, Ryan Zimmerman bobblehead nights presented by Delta Airlines. First 25,000 fans pick up the third of 5 bobbleheads. Nats face the Giants, 7:05 start. Ryan looking at the promo like he can read it, but he really can't see it. Visit Nationals.com today to get Ryan's bobblehead.
Well done, Ryan. We keep our guys busy when they're on the DL.
I miss Ryan. Been on there a long time.
Wilmer Defoe 0 for 2. Fly ball to right. Ground ball to short. Curveball comes back and gets the edge. Nissan. Pitch cast. It's going to split the corner, I bet. Well, it didn't. He got a call. 0-2. But he's been around the plate. He's worked quickly. And Sean Newcomb having a good night, as is Tanner Roark. He has 12 ground ball outs right now. And the strikeout. Only 2 Ks. Time to stretch in Atlanta. Braves 3, Nets 2. game. Swanson, the pitcher's spot. And then Ender Inciarte. Looks like they're going to hit for Newcomb after Swanson leads off here. There's infielder, left-handed batter Ryan Flaherty. Target in, elevated a bit. 1-1. Good action on that sinker, but evidently off the plate. Mercedes-Benz. Changeup, I guess, at 82, right? Good action. Tim Collins for the Nats. Ryan Matson's back in the bullpen. Trevor Gott was sent to AAA today. High riding fastball, and Swanson couldn't get to it. Came back to get him. Couple of heaters upstairs. Tanner throwing 93 here in the 7th inning.
Well, his manager's thinking if he get through this inning at 3-2, he's got Turner, Harper, Rendon, top of the order coming up in the 8th. So keep it right where it's at, and you might get yourself a win in this game for the ball club and for Tanner Roark. Long way to go.
Couple of walks for Newcomb. He walked the first 2 men of the game, and then nobody after that. Couple of strikeouts, 2 runs on 4 hits to complete his line. In 7 innings, he threw 93 pitches, 61 strikes. And one of the most effective Atlanta pitchers lately has been right-hander Dan Winkler, throwing the ball well. Flaherty 2 for 8 career with an RBI against Tanner Roark, and he's 2 for 6 as a pinch hitter. Mark Reynolds comes forward to grab it. 2 outs. That was Tanner Roark's 10th ground ball out of the night. One out away from going 7 for the 4th time in a row. It would be 5 out of 6 and his 7th time doing it this year. One. Inciarte 1 for 3. Single first inning, caught stealing. Robbed of a hit by Soto in the 2nd, and then on a bouncer up the middle, Roark stabbed one and took a possible hit away. He's going to get his 2nd hit of the night. They're going the other way. Now the league's leading base stealer with 18 at first base, 2 down.
Pretty swing. Remember, he was robbed in the 2nd by Juan Soto. He's had that low left field stroke going all night, and that's his trademark. Now you got to keep him close. It's already been thrown out once. Does he go again? You know, the combination of Tanner Roark's move, which is quick, it's not fantastic, but it's quick enough to make you think. And Tanner being quick to the plate and Severino's throwing. I don't know if he tries again. And if he does, good luck.
A long hold, runner holding. And Albies had his bat out of control there and couldn't stop.
Did he slip on the plate in the middle of his swing? That was weird.
Back foot just flew out, huh?
I just tried to ambush and didn't get the pitch and tried to hold up late. He was betting fastball strike one and didn't get it. These guys like to swing at the first pitch, most of them.
Worthy to note, I think, that the leading hitting team in the National League, the Braves, team batting average 264. Red Sox lead the American League 268. Those batting averages for teams used to be around the middle of the league. But in this day when everybody's trying to elevate, at least most hitters seem to, batting averages, individual and team, are coming down. But it's all about the extra base hit and the long ball now in a lot of instances. There's a guy who has been great at both for a long time, high average and damage. Rather see him lead off the 8th inning. Two and one. That ball hammered. Inciarte's off to the races. The ball sticks against the bottom of the wall, and that's going to give them the fourth run of the game. All the way to third, Albies. That's the second time tonight Bryce has had one just stick at the bottom of the wall with no carom.
Well, you know he's swinging and you know he's hunting a fastball, and Tanner Roark right down the middle with the 2-1 fastball ran back. I think he wanted to ideally start that right at him and run it back, and you called it. It just stuck in there, and that was a difference. Once it did that, that was a run. So a clutch 2-out knock by Ozzie Albies.
Freddie Freeman's been walked. Markakis next. And Davey Martinez looks like, well, usually when the umpire gets a visit from the skipper, that means double switch, but I think there's something else going on here.
Ground rules, possibly? Is the ball wedged down there? Is he asking?
Maybe asking, does that make it a double if the ball sticks in there?
Well, Bryce did the right thing by playing it. You remember when Justin Upton at Nats Park just stopped playing it, the ball got stuck down left field.
Yeah, that was in the padding. I remember that left field corner. Yeah,
I think that's what they're talking about. I'm not sure. Tom Hallion, the crew chief, is telling Davey Martinez.
Well, and the reason, FP, that would put Inciarte at third and Albies at second.
No.
But not going to happen. Pitching change is going to happen.
The real reason is the bullpen just got way more loose.
So during pitching changes, folks with their phones, they turn off the lights and do the dark chop. I'll have mine medium well. Need expert printing? The UPS store has you covered. Together, there's nothing we can't solve. And we hope the Nats reliever Tim Collins can see his catcher when he starts warming up. Lights are back on. His last 8 hits have all been singles, and the Nats looked at Tim Collins here. Nick Markakis, career 2 for 6 against him. 2 outs, first and third, 7th inning.
A fastball curveball change for Tim. Fastball averaging 92.7 so far this year. Throws it 64% of the time. A lot of curveballs at 26%, 75 on average.
Braves by 2. Trying to add on and low and away, ball 2. Albies a double, RBI, 3rd on the throw. Freeman, intentional walk.
Could be a green light scenario. Henry Blanco on the phone. Wander Suero looks to be loose.
Yeah, righty's coming up. Collins misses on 4 in a row. That sends Freeman to second. Counting 2 intentional walks. The Braves have been given 6 bags tonight. Free. And it'll be Suero next. Trying to keep this as close as he can. Dave Martinez in the 7th. presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Weather moves quickly here in the deep south. Still only 1 run in. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Wander Suero seen by the Braves for the first time here, appearance number 10.
Well, job number 1 to throw strikes here with the bases loaded. You see the numbers for Wander Suero. Lots of cutters, averaging 92. Curveball to go with it, so here we go. You want to win this game, you got to get a big out right here in the bottom of the 7th.
Flowers, a walk, hit by a pitch. A run scored 0 for 1 tonight. Uncertain swing on 91 up.
He swung at that like he was gearing up for 191.
Well, that turns the count around now. Third base Albies, the big hit of the inning, the double. Freddie Freeman walked intentionally, went to second when Markakis was walked on 4 by Tim Collins. Popped him up left side. No chance. Anthony was ready to go down the stairs to see if he had a play. That's how we leave the field of play and re-enter during batting practice over there.
He was thinking about it. Yeah, this is the pitch you want to seal the deal with if you're Wander Suero. You don't want 3-2, crowd into it, runners going all over the place. This is where you want to do it right here. The manager is hoping for this at-bat to end in a good way for his club right here.
Target in. That was right over the plate. Flowers knew it. And the strike call, even though Severino had to move over to catch it.
That was a nasty cutter. He threw it right at Flowers and froze him. Front door cutter for strike 3. Big pitch by Wander Suero. All right, 4-2, top of the 8th. Anthony Rendon up third this setting. He's having a nice night. The Potomac Nationals are having a nice season. Frederick Keys are in town for a 3-game set June 5th through the 7th. All kinds of great things going on there. Go to the ballpark, call the number, or go to the website.
Dan Winkler has faced Trey Turner, but never Harper and Rendon. The Nat do up here in the 8th inning, and that thing way outside. '28-year-old right-hander, 25th appearance this year. Only 10 hits in 22 innings. Some of the Braves guys were telling us about him before the game, and right now they say he's throwing better than anybody out of their bullpen.
A fastball, slider, cutter for Winkler. Fastball 93, cutter 90.
Up and away, ball 2. Peter Borges was recalled today, and he's in left field for Tucker. I think he's batting in Tucker's spot 7th. Where they are in the lineup, no reason for a double switch right now, and Trey couldn't get to that 94 away.
A 2-run game. He gets on. Bryce Harper's next. Look out. This is huge.
Did he go? Did not, says Tom Hallion, ball 3.
You make the call. I have no idea. I think he got it right.
Dan Bellino just said 3-2. Cutting action, unreachable. 1 out.
All right, DC Lexus dealers donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for the first 200 home runs hit by the Nats this year. Lexus, experience amazing.
So here's Bryce. Somehow he and Winkler have avoided each other. Scattered boos now late in the game. Bryce, a walk, a steal, 0 for 2 with a pair of ground balls against Sean Newcomb, who did a good job against the Nats tonight.
See the O's and the Yankees got rained out. The Yankees must think that it rains every single day all year in that area.
Yeah.
They have spent a lot of time in their hotel room in the DMV this year.
Saw they're going to reschedule that game as part of a doubleheader in July. Nissan has got some action on that fastball. No shift, but they're playing Bryce to pull on the infield.
Well, giddy up on that 95. Bryce is so sick of fouling balls off. You can just tell by his body language every time he does it, he's frustrated.
Target way away. Two-two.
Tried to trick him with the slider, just stayed up here. It might have been in too.
Harper down the line, hooking. Well foul. Target away again. 3-2.
Big pitch coming. Guy on deck's feeling it tonight.
Perfect night for Anthony Rendon. And Bryce Harper on a pitch that might have been ball 4. Down on strikes, 2 outs.
Well, he got him thinking about the cutter, and then that pitch looked like it was in the dugout. I mean, he's thinking in because of the previous pitches you see on PitchCast where everything was, and then hips went early, shoulder went early, couldn't hold up.
Anthony Rendon, a sac fly, RBI single, and a double. Faces Winkler, first time.
You see that story about Anthony where he got drafted by the Braves? The 27th round in the 2008 draft. His hero growing up was Chipper Jones, so he was thinking about it. The Braves actually flew him to Atlanta. He visited the place, played on one of their scout teams, and had a tremendous weekend. So he never heard from the Braves again after that. He was asking for more than the slotted money because he was going to Rice to play college baseball there, but Roy Clark, who's a Braves special advisor and scouting guru now, used to work for the Nats, was on Anthony at the time, and the rest, as they say, is history. Went to Rice, got drafted by the Nats, and now he's a Nat. But he grew up a Chipper Jones fan and actually switch hit early in his career because of Chipper.
Look out. Roy Clark, one of the best. And Anthony Rendon was actually injured when the Nats drafted him.
The Braves couldn't come up with the 750 that Anthony wanted. So he just added another 0 to that with the Nats. Signed for $6 million with the Nats, 7.2 guaranteed. So he turned down the Braves for 750 and got, as a 6th pick in the draft for the Nats, a little bit more, and now he's one of the best players in baseball. Pretty good story, I thought. Glad the Nats have him. Let's just put it that way.
Absolutely. He knew he couldn't do much with that, and he just poked his bat out there to stay alive. Yeah, stock went up at Rice, National Player of the Year, when he was a sophomore in 2010.
Hanging in there, Eddie. I'll tell you what, I just never seen in all my time watching baseball a guy that can wait as long as he can for the baseball. You've compared him correctly to Paul Molitor, and I think it's accurate just by the little movement, how quick his hands are. He's tough to fool. He spoils filthy borderline pitches and then usually does damage on a mistake late in the count. Just not afraid to hit with 2. He's not afraid to go deep into counts.
And then he hits one to left and hits it too well. It carries right to Borges. Nats go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 8th. They've been stopped on 4 hits by the Atlanta staff. Maryland. There's no end to the fun you'll have in Ocean City. Plan your trip today at OCOcean.com. And by LG OLED TV with AI Thin Q.
All right, 4-2, bottom of the 8th. Time for your forward drive of the game. You remember in the 3rd inning, Ozzie Albies leading off. A fly ball. Trey Turner coming from the shift on the second base side, so he had a long way to go. He kind of looks at Juan Soto, who looked at him. They both looked at each other. It dropped. Albies would come around to score on that. So heard your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's looked like a play that you make when you get in at 4 in the morning from Baltimore. Tough travel day for the boys last night.
1-1.
Trey had a long way to go, and they're both looking at each other like, who's got this? And for a while, that was the difference in the game. Play long enough, that'll happen to you.
Shift on, 1-2 to Camargo.
That's about where Trey started on that play, too, right where you're standing.
Suero 6 pitches to get Flowers, ending that 7th inning. Cut that one right in on his hands. Tricky little play for Defoe, moving to his left. Lip of the grass right in front of him. 1 out. Their closer, Arodys Vizcaíno, 9 of 11 in terms of saves on the year. Suero throwing strikes.
Tell you what, he's been getting better every time out, going confidence level. But that pitch he threw to Tyler Flowers to end the 7th might have been his nastiest cutter as a major leaguer. He started that inner 3rd and had just some late action like that one.
Yeah.
It's almost the same one right there. Start realizing your stuff plays. You start throwing some strikes, getting some big hitters out. Confidence grows. Manager puts you in big situations. You succeed, that's how you stay.
That was a late reaction. So Peter Bourjos back in the big leagues today.
Kind of a side note too, I was thinking about today, all these guys filling in right now doing a great job. You know, Nats in first place coming into this game today. It was 57 days since April 3rd that it took them to get back to first place, working hard with a bunch of guys that normally don't play that much, some new guys. But when these guys go to the bench, you know, the stuff they're going to have when they're on the bench now and the experience they've gotten, whether it's Wilmer Defoe, Mark Reynolds, you talk about guys playing that might not play when the big boys come back. I mean, this is invaluable. And now you have fresh players maybe late in the season that are resting right now. So Daniel Murphy, Ryan Zimmerman, these guys come back. When you go to the bench, now your bench is stronger. But if you ask them to play on a given day, they're going to have a lot more to go out there with because they played so much. So this is a win-win all the way across the board. So not only is this team getting better when players come back, the guys that have played and contributed are going to be great off the bench. The players are going to be fresh, and you're going to have guys that are raring to go in September.
Breaking ball got away.
Just missed. I thought it was a strike. Humidity ball, maybe? Check it out. Yeah, he just got underneath the curveball. Did you see that? His hand was right underneath the curveball. What are we doing here?
I don't know why the Nats would be looking at it. The ball missed him.
Foul ball?
Oh, maybe checking to see if it hit the bat, but
I think Davey pressed that orange button, which means hold play. Here is an Expo. Did it hit his bat? Maybe in a second, hold on.
back to live, and that's upstairs 2-0. Left field, Soto. So Wander Suero gets 4 batters in a row to keep this thing reasonable. Nats need a couple. 3 outs left. Against the Atlanta closer. Right now, to start the inning, walks as good as a hit. Needs some base runners. Every time a Nats walks, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributes $50, $10,600 total so far. And that's to support the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Washington. Take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Care First would like you to go for a walk. 27-year-old Arodys Vizcaíno, 24th appearance, not that hittable. 14 hits in 23 innings so far. He's walked some, 10 while striking out 23.
A fastball curveball change. Fastball averaging 98 miles an hour for Vizcaíno. If I remember right, you got to make him throw strikes.
Mark Reynolds, 0 for 2 career against him. Big sequence was 3 innings ago when the Nats had Rendon at second, nobody out in the 6th. With Reynolds, Soto, and Taylor coming up, and Anthony never left second base. 1-run game at the time. The Braves have added on. Now the Nats need a base runner. Or a couple of guys to park one. Pretty generous out there. Strike 2.
Looked like it was out, was it? Wow. That's not even close. That's like 2 balls outside.
Yeah, that makes it a rough at bat. Reynolds couldn't get to that. Nats down to 2 outs.
Triple-digit fastball with some run.
Young Mr. Soto sees Vizcaíno for the first time.
Well, obviously need a base runner, probably taking a strike. We'll see.
Right in there, 99. 1-1.
Got a changeup at 91 after a fastball 99. Pretty healthy swing by Juan here. Probably wants that one back. He was trying to hit a 2-run homer with nobody on. Healthy hack though, I like it.
Swing and a miss. 99 upstairs, and 5 of the last 6 Nationals have struck out swinging. Steven Strasburg, Mike Fultonevich tomorrow night. Same time, Nats Extra, 7 o'clock. Fultonevich is 4-3, 2.5 ERA. Final hold for the Nats. Michael A. Taylor trying to get aboard. 1 for 3 career against this righty, and he takes that hard slider down.
Well, Matt Adams just stepped on deck, so this becomes a little bit larger here all of a sudden.
That would be interesting, to say the least. Taylor to left, and it's going to one hop and hit the very top of the wall. And hello, Matt Adams, the former Brave, here in the top of the 9th. Well done by Michael A. to keep it alive.
Pretty good swing right there by Michael A. Taylor. And now the big guy's going to let it rip a little bit right here. So nice at bat, Michael A. Checking in with his first knock of the night. Turns an 0 for 3 into a 1 for 4. Now Matt Adams is going to try to keep everybody in their seats a little bit longer.
Stevenson on deck for the pitcher. Matt Adams, 1 for 4 career with a homer against a former teammate.
And now you're loose.
Adams hammers one into the corner. How fast did that get out there? Just a little ahead.
Just caught it out front. We almost had a tie-wago. Changeup sped him up. He couldn't stay back, but that had distance, folks. A low laser that just hooks foul at the end.
Whew. Crowd of 22,380 gasping for air. After that one, they're on their feet now. No balls, 2 strikes. Adams hit 19 homers for the Braves last year. Called, 3rd strike on the slider, game over. And the seesaw of first place goes back Atlanta's way. And let's check out this call.
It's time to go home for Dan Bellino. He saw almost a tie game with a low line drive and said, we're not going overtime tonight.
Strike zone questionable, to say the least, in the 9th inning tonight. Braves beat the Nats 4-2, first of 4 in this weekend series.